seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And this one is right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Set, ready, 10 Lobo. Hey, lock it.
Check, 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 check.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Check, 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 check. Check.
Topper, topper.
6, Mike, 36. Hey, they scared. They scared. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. No gain on this.
Now.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Switch.
Look at me. Door, door.
You got tight right there.
Big grip, big grip.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
Run.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
12 to 30.
Lawrence will throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Caught here by Bell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And let's face it, you could put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Mike 12. Mike.
On third down, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Check. Bring it. At the 60. At the 60.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run. It's Etienne. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Squeeze. Come on, QB, come on.
Stand.
A handoff running left is Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
18 Gator. Hard.
handoff for Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
They cannot block us. Let's go.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Second and 3. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Opposite. Check. Leo. Rock it.
Back. Deuce.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
High 7.
Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Crash.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns' drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Second and 9 now. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he will find his man on the outside. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will not be able to get the first, as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Mike 54. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Look at me. Go.
Kill.
Go. Fight.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Another tote for Etienne. A 1st down and more, Etienne. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 28. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Leo. Rock it. Get it.
Etienne once more. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.